Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and installing the Tonneau Pro low roll tonneau cover available for the 09 to 18 Ram 1500 without the Ram box. If you're looking for a really protective tonneau cover to help protect your cargo from the weather elements and would-be thieves, this is a great way to go with a low profile finish and a pretty affordable price tag. Now the tonneau cover category is filled with a ton of different designs. You have your traditional roll up like this one, you have a tri-fold, hard fold, quad fold, so on and so forth. Now if you're looking for one of the more traditional, easiest to use tonneau covers that are really straightforward, the roll-up style tonneau cover is going to be the way to go, and they typically are some of the least expensive options. This one here is going to be no exception, and it comes with a little bit of extra bells and whistles, especially when it comes to the way that it's used and unlatches at the tailgate. Speaking of which, the only thing you need to do to operate this guy is drop your tailgate and pop the latch release on the driver's side inside the tailgate. So it's locked when your tailgate's shut, and it's easy to open up when your tailgate's open. You just pop that release latch, it claps open, and you can just roll it back toward the bulkhead. And it even straps open with 2 nylon cords on each side to help you hold it in place when you're driving, so you can drive with it open. So that way, if you have cargo that is taller than the bed itself and requires the bed to be opened up, you can completely roll this back and have access to the entire bed without compromising on any space, like some of the other tonneau covers in the category would make you do. Traditionally, tri-folds, quad folds, and retractable covers take up a lot of space at the bulkhead there. You can lose up to about a foot or so. Now that's not the case with roll-up, so if you want access to the entire bed, this is going to be the way to go. Now this one uses a leather-grained vinyl at the top. It's pretty high quality. It's also got multiple aluminum support slats going around the top there, underneath of the vinyl itself, to help make sure that you can get some added support for additional weight at the top end. Definitely useful for guys who are located in wintry weather areas, maybe see a lot of snowfall in the wintry months that can pile up and of course add some weight. This is going to hold that weight. Additionally, it comes with some adjustable tension rods. Now the tension blocks that are included go on each side toward the bulkhead, and you can adjust the tension year round. So if you're located in an area like we are here on the East Coast that sees a lot of cold months and hot summers, you can adjust the tension as it contracts and constricts. This one here I have set to be perfectly suited for our weather climate right now. And as you can see, it's really taut and it's not going to vibrate in the wind. The price tag for this one comes in right around $350, making it one of the more affordable roll-ups in the category. Install, I'm giving 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Anybody can tackle this with about 30 minutes to an hour from start to finish with very simple hand tools. I'm going to show you guys how to operate the tonneau cover first, opening it up and closing it back, and then I'll walk you through the install. Let's get started. Tools used in the install include an impact gun or a ratchet, 1/2-inch socket, and a 9/16 deep socket. First step, put your side bed rails up on your tailgate here to make life easier. Grab the foam pads included in the kit. We're gonna put the foam pads on each end cap here on both sides. They just peel and stick. Make sure you've got the right shape, the right side. Once you have that lined up, press it on so that gets a good bond. Do that for all 4 corners. All right, flip them around, do it again. Perfect. Next, you want to hop up in your truck bed. You want to grab the driver's side bed rail. The driver's side has this latch on the end there, that release latch. You're going to set this up against the inside of your factory bed rail, just like that, so that the outer edge is flush with the bed rail there. You want to make sure it's pressing up against the bulkhead, and it should come just past this first notch where that foam is. You want to grab one of the clamps included in the kit, and you're going to clamp it to the inside here of the bed rail. 1/2 should go over the inside of the rail you're installing, and the other 1/2 should be on the inside of the factory bed rail. Grab your 9/16 socket and tighten that down. We're going to repeat that in the middle and toward the front end. All right in the middle here, make sure your clamp is open. Make sure it goes around the factory bed rail on the inside and the new rail you're putting on. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Next, we're going to be setting our tension block. There are 2 tabs, one on each side, and the tabs have numbers. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Each number corresponds with a level of tension. The lower the number, the more tension it's gonna put on the cover. The higher the number, the less tension it's gonna have. So if you're located in an area that sees hot and cold climates, you may need to swap this around through the different seasons of the year. Of course, you wanna have more tension on it when it's hot out, because heat can obviously have it contract. And when it's cold out, you might wanna put a little less tension on it because the cold can shrink it up. So I'm gonna put it on 3. Now you know what level tension it is based on what's up at the top and closest to the inside of the cabin. So if you want it on level 3, you wanna put that on the top right. If you want it on level 4, that's on the top right, and you can flip it around, so on and so forth. I'm gonna do 3 on the top right, which is a little bit less tension to start. It's more of a neutral position. Sit it right in that square there, take your retaining pin, and put it through the hole in the bottom. All right, it should click right in there, and that's gonna hold it in place. Repeat that on the other side, making sure that it's got the exact same level of tension on both sides. Next step, take your tonneau cover as it is rolled up right out of the box, and we're gonna drop this guy right onto the side bed rails across the bulkhead. There's a bolt on each side that slides around the rails. You wanna make sure that bolt is sliding into the open oval hole in front of the tension block we just set. All right, so when you're setting this guy, you wanna make sure you're sliding this bolt straight so it angles right above that open hole. You wanna make sure this rail is inside of the Velcro strip, just like that, and it should drop right into place. Next, we can grab our spacer and nut and tighten it down from the bottom. Make sure you're doing this on both sides. All right, next you wanna grab your black spacer, put it on through the stud, follow it up with that nylon lock nut. And of course, you're doing this both sides. Grab your 9/16 deep socket and tighten that guy down. Repeat on the other side. All right, at this point, guys, I want to show you how to actually use the tonneau cover. Now, using this is really simple. I have already unhooked the other side there from that strap, but you want to make sure on both sides you're unhooking this. It just hooks onto this rubber loop on the inside. From there, you can start unrolling it. You don't have to worry about it being perfect while you're unrolling it. Once you get back to the tailgate, you can really lift it up, set it into place, and latch it down. And that's gonna put tension on it. And remember, you have the tensioner blocks that we put on the front side. So if it's too loose or too tight, you can adjust it from there. And then I recommend going on both sides and flattening out the Velcro so it gets a really good bond there. Repeat that on the other side as well. So you're just gonna come over here, make sure the Velcro is seated. Make sure it's got a good bond with the weather stripping all the way across the bulkhead. And from there you can shut your tailgate. And it should seal right over that lip there. Now when it comes to unrolling your tonneau cover, super simple. Drop your tailgate. There's one latch on the driver's side, so you don't have to go back and forth from both sides. Just pull it and it unlatches just like that. And you want to roll it up. Now when you roll it up, I recommend trying to keep it really taut and a lot of tension on the cover, just so it looks really neat and clean when it's all the way rolled up. Otherwise it can look a little bit sloppy. So you want to get it all the way back here, bring your rope up. If you're planning on leaving it open, hook it into the loop. Let's head over to the other side. And you can strap it back on this side as well. And that's how it works. That's gonna wrap up my review and install for the Tonneau Pro low roll tonneau cover, available for the 09 to 18 Ram 1500 without the Ram box. Get yours right here at AmericanTrucks.com.